Today, we are drawing back the veil of time, going back to a moment before the world even had a name. Before dry ground existed, there was only the infinite churning waters of the deep. Inside that darkness, only one light they shine. It belonged to Olodumare, the source of all. But even in heaven, one spirit stood out. He was the cool breath of the morning, silent, white, and powerful. We are talking about the architect of the soul. Make we step into the light of the great elder, Ọbàtálá.
In the beginning, before the world was more than a watery waste and a churning sky, there was Olodumare, the supreme source. And among the divine spirits who dwelt in the celestial realm of Ọ̀run, there was Ọbàtálá, the king of the white cloth. He was a vision of absolute stillness. While other Orìṣà were as turbulent as the storm or as fierce as the fire, Ọbàtálá was the cool breath of dawn. Clad in robes of blinding white, he was the embodiment of Allah, the light of consciousness and the purity of the soul. Descent to the marsh. It was Ọbàtálá who looked down at the endless chaotic waters below and felt a stir of purpose. He approached Olodumare with a request that would change eternity. He wished to create solid ground where life could take root. Given the blessing of the Supreme, Ọbàtálá prepared for his journey. He did not carry weapons of war. Instead, he carried a great chain of gold, a snail shell filled with sacred sand, a five-toed white hen, and a black cat for companionship. As he descended the golden chain from the sky, the distance far well. When he reached the end of the chain and dangled above the primeval mists, he poured the sand onto the water. He released the white hen and shouted, "Oya, scratch him!" The hen began to scatter the sand across the waves. Wherever the sand fell, gam, solid earth rose. This was the birth of Ilé-Ifẹ, the cradle of the world. Ọbàtálá descended to the new earth and began the sacred task of shaping humanity. With divine patience, he took the clay of the earth and molded it into the forms of men and women. But the heat of the world was great, and thirst started to wire the king. In his exhaustion, he came upon the sweet fermenting sap of the palm tree. He talks a small water for this heat no go bado, and he drank deeply of the palm wine. Before he knew it, the wine had clouded his mind. His hands, once steady and precise, began to tremble. Under that highness, he continued to mold humans, but his divine precision was gone. He shaped bodies that the world would call broken. When Ọbàtálá awoke and saw what he had done, heartbreak catch him. He did not cast them aside. Instead, he swore a holy oath. He would forever be their protector. From that day on, he forbade palm wine for himself, choosing the eternal clarity of water instead. Ọbàtálá's journey was not one of effortless power, but of profound patience. Along the way to visit Shango, he was warned that he would face suffering. Instead of fighting, he accepted his fate with a calm heart. He was twice framed for crimes he did not commit and spent 7 years in a dark dungeon. He no fight, he no shout. He sat in the silence, maintaining his inner purity. During his imprisonment, the world withered. Rain no fall, food no grow, because the Orìṣà of Purity was in chains. When he was finally released, Shango offered him a kingdom in restitution. Ọbàtálá declined. He returned to his white cloth and his quiet wisdom, proving that real power no be to fight, but to hold your soul clean when the world dey dirty. The king of the white cloth. To the Yoruba people, Ọbàtálá is the great elder. His white cloth represents Iwapele, a clean character. Just as a white cloth shows the smallest speck of dirt, he teaches that we must be vigilant against the stains of malice and greed. He is the judge who listens to both sides, the father who protects the weak, and the mind that brings order to chaos. When a person's life is chaotic or their mind is troubled, when things start to scatter or life show you pepe, they turn to Ọbàtálá. He is the cool spirit. His offerings are white, cool water and white yams, never salt, never oil, and never ever wine. He remains the bridge between the high heavens and the clay of the earth, reminding every human that while we are made of common mud, no be small person mold us. The world was born in his light, and in his stillness, we get the liver and the strength to face our own giants.